Hi everyone. So if you're watching this, you are trying to make a graph for your write-up, and that's great because that will get you a bonus point. So if your table looks something like this, the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to make a new spreadsheet because graphs and charts are really easy to make in Excel or in these the Google Sheets. All right, and I'll just name this. Okay, taking its time. All right, let's name this experiment data, and I'll put the date to 5. Okay, now I'm going to go back over to my data here. This will only work if it's in a table form, but I think most of you have it in table form. So we're going to do Control C. We're going to put it over here, Control V. All right, and I'm going to get rid of this top row, but that's fine. Okay, in order for this to work, some things need to be exactly right. So first thing is that there shouldn't be any units down here in your actual data. Keep the units at the top of your columns. So I have minutes here, I have Celsius here, I have Celsius here. If I had like if I said 45C here and like 51C here, that's going to mess up my data a little bit when it tries to change it into a graph. So for this, you need to get rid of all of the units in these bottom parts here. All right, same thing with this column. Okay, now I'm going to highlight all this. I just did that by clicking with Shift. And I'm going to go to, let's see, I think it's Insert. Yeah, Insert Chart. Now, the cool thing about Sheets is that it's basically going to do most of the work for you, and then we just need to edit it a little bit. All right, so it automatically knew what to do because my data was in the right format. So see, I have the blue line for the small glass and the red line for the large glass. I'm actually going to try and change those colors because that kind of makes me think that one of them is warm and one of them is cold, and that's not what this means at all. So I'm going to change the colors and just make this one, let's say it's green, and then this one will make it yellow, so that there's no confusion about that being like hot and cold. So that's not necessary, but I decided to do it just by clicking on those lines. And then, oh, I lost it. Okay, there we go. So if you click on this line, then you can change the color pretty easily. I also want to change this title because this is just too long. I'm going to change this to be about our experiment, so mass and temperature change. There's not really like a correct or incorrect title. It should just be about what your experiment was about. And then the last thing that's tough to find, it took me a long time to find, but we can do it together, is that this should have a label over here. You see how this one has all the numbers and it says the units also. So we always want to label our axes, right? You've probably learned that in math before. And this one has number labels, but it doesn't say what it is. So if somebody looks at this, they might not know what the 60 and the 40 and whatever means over there. So let's see if I can find where that is. I want to do chart and axis titles. Let's see if that works. So chart, so that's about the chart title and the axis titles. Yes, perfect. Okay, so we can go to vertical axis title, and then I'm going to say degrees Celsius. Actually, no, I'm going to change it to temperature in Celsius. Okay. All right, so that's it. And then you can really easily copy and paste this. So just do the normal thing that you would do. I'm going to Control C, and then I would move it over to my write-up right here, right? I'm going to copy it to there. And I'm going to paste unlinked. It doesn't really matter. Either one of those is fine. All right, and there we go. Let me know if you have any questions about that.